swift as my feet can carry me.
Bienvenidos al nuevo episodio. Serie de Baldur 3, estamos en la posada de la última luz y vamos a ver qué misiones podemos hacer aquí. Primero vamos a entrar por aquí atrás.
Hits and doodahs.
Is that Darkmoor the Wicked? I don't believe it. His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloakwood, to
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid? If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudgers and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. Sorry, soldier, but I didn't ask for your 2 coppers. The advice I give a thief kid from the coast is between me and them.
Last light.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Can't give up now.
Bueno, vamos a hablar aquí con Jaheira.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. Oh, my gods. To your very good health. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure to your infection, that lifetime might become rather limited. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Muy bien. Pues ya sabemos qué tenemos que hacer, pero antes vamos aquí a hablar con Marcus.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I haven't forgotten. And as it happens, I was making something to help you on your way. That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others. In that case, you'll be very pleased to learn what I have in store for you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... well... with you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part, according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it. Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Bueno, este tiene algo para
What
confiar.
now?
A ver.
I'm sure you would.
Persuasión y engaño, me lo voy a llevar. Zapatos de acróbata son baratos y están bien. Estos son los guantes que me permiten utilizar el arma que tiene daño de relámpago que conseguimos en la torre arcana en Underdark. Vale mucho dinero, no la voy a comprar. Esta la voy a comprar, sí. Bien. Vale.
Now, if you're done rifling through my things.
Moving in.
Bueno, aquí estamos jugando con el diablo.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played. I can most certainly believe it. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. Come now, you'd have me tell you? Spoil all the fun? Suffice to say there's ambition, folly, and death aplenty. The rest, well, I'll let you uncover that yourself. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. Splendid. And yet, I have this picture in my head of you tossing and turning in the middle of the night, thinking strange things, dreaming strange dreams. And there's this little voice inside of you asking, is this my will, or is it the worms? But you have no answer, and no way of knowing. The good thing is, though, there's only one little voice you really should listen to. Mine. See you soon.
Chao, Lucas.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. We should at least try. The girl's as bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But I think she's clever enough to flee before the jaws close around her neck. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
Así mejor.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Bueno. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí?
Thought you'd be
Vamos a hablar
10
con
yards
Tiflin.
tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Cerys, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Bueno, vamos por acá.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going? Heart's Requiem, right? The hero survives a war and rebuilds her life, stronger than ever. A tale worth remembering. Especially now. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Bueno, esta chica nos da la mejor armadura para un brujo del juego con diferencia, así que tenemos que rescatarlos a todos los Tiflin en las torres en cuanto podamos. A ver qué dice.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me can make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael girl's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Yeah, that's the way to go. His last board trick was meant to soften me up, but I know better. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
Muy dicho.
And I don't want to give you a lashing, but I will, damn it.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué le pasa a Roland.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. Sorry I won't bring them back. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Right here.
¿Qué dice este?
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
No dice nada. ¿Y aquí qué tengo?
With a flick of the wrist.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mole's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Bueno, pues está visto.
I haven't found anything yet, but I will. I can feel it.
Well met.
Tenemos aquí algo. Cuando que imponen simultáneo y frío también crea un círculo de hielo. Esta es buena para la de frío. ¿Esto qué es? Vale.
I missed that.
Un anillito que está muy bien. Vamos a ver aquí en el cofre.
This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Hells. I know that voice. Will? In Timora's name, what happened to you?
The Hells have had their vengeance, and I doubt they are done with me.
Ye gods. Fate has no shortage of troubles to burden us with. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? Isobel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Cleric of Saluna. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Pues nada.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Have a gander at the finest.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. With a single word, Floric could charge the coast's most powerful force with taking back the Grand Duke. We ought to be doing just that, not babysitting this stump. And yet, orders are orders.
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me are Climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even, who'll want to be seeing you. Oh, if you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
That in your pocket.
The House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
Yo hoy tenemos que hablar con Halsey, porque él sí puede ayudar aquí. Vamos a hablar con Halsey, está por aquí.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Bueno, Halsey ya está por aquí, seguro, o está llegando. Aquí está.
Thaniel and me are... climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it. I don't deserve you, my friend.
Vale, tengo misión.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once.
Nada más, esta nos dice algo.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
Vale. ¿Este me dice algo?
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
Vale. me falta un tiefling para hablar con él. Está por aquí. No, por ahí no. Por aquí abajo.
Please, I just want to be alone. It's Dennis. He's gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin, Dor, Roshan. I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Not unless you can bring him back. Can you? It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
Bueno, aquí no paramos de hablar. Yo creo que ya toca algo de acción, ¿no? Todo el rato hablando. Está bien. Pero ahora toca ya un poquito de acción. Vamos a hablar con la clériga y ahí tenemos ya acción. Nos vamos. Tenemos que ir en esta zona, la misión está aquí arriba. Vamos allá.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Vamos a dejar aquí a Will para hacer su trabajo. Tiene que matar a unos cuantos bichos que salen y el resto para adentro. Bueno, vamos allá.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isobel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isobel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
Vamos allá.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isobel.
Isobel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isobel. No queremos que muera y queremos salvarla, así que... ¡Wow! ¡Qué hostia me ha dado! Hay que... protegerla.
Ready. Let's cook with fire, baby.
Battle favors the fearless.
Le toca a ese. Toca a este. Toca a este. Y luego le toca a la Jaheira. Bueno,
where do I go from here?
Buena hostia. Y ahora me toca a mí matar. Doble ataque. Hostia. Ataque. queda poco de vida. A ver qué hacen estos mongos. No, no lo maten. Y santuario, santuario, santuario. Toma santuario. No tiene guardia de cuchillas. Espíritu guardianes. Más o menos. Ahí está, ahí está. ¿Hemos pegado a este mongo? Sí, está haciendo. Seguimos.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Vale, aquí.
Over there.
Sí. Dejamos la lanza. Veo que... Vale, eliminado. Y vamos a por el siguiente.
No holding back.
Will. Tomar por culo, dicho este. De puta madre, Will, de hecho. Ahora que tienes que poner aquí para ayudar a Jaheira, que me la pueden matar. Pociones. ¿No tengo para tomar pociones? No.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
No, este mongo.
Your penance will be paid now.
Curándote es lo que te jala. Falso. No mueras tú, tonto. Vale, ¿a quién ayudamos? ¿A Jaheira o...? Epa, este...
Blood comes easy these
Vamos a
days.
ayudar a Jaheira.
These boots have seen everything.
Doble ataque. Menos. Uno menos. Vale, ya he matado a dos, o sea, mucho mejor. Solo me queda este paquete que no llevo. Volar. Judas.
On my way.
Vale. Hasta que ataque a este cabrón. Bien, si pasa por aquí. No quiero que muera. Perfecto, entonces. Lanzamos. Menos.
Tactical.
parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Hemos conseguido salvar a la clériga, un pedazo de combate, con el pedazo de equipo que
Isobel,
tenemos.
are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isobel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketherick will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you. End this.
Perfecto.
Maybe we should
Bueno,
ask someone else. Who? No one
vamos a trabajar.
cares. No one but us.
Preparamos todo. Vamos a ver qué nos deja este. No da nada. Bueno, vamos a ver qué ha pasado a Maul. A Maul yo creo que se lo han llevado. Lo importante es que no...
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
How do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Bueno, pues hay que también buscar a Mole. Uf.
I have something to ask.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isobel too, You know me already. But you will have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will. A search burdened by unnatural darkness. But don't let that discourage you. Then speak.
Vamos. No puedo leer eso. Pues hemos acabado la misión. Aquí hay otra que es habla con los arpistas que están fuera de la última luz. Busca protección contra la de las sombras. Ah, vale, esto ya para conseguir protección contra las sombras. Pues yo creo que es lo siguiente. Vamos a este equipo.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it.
Tenemos la mercancía.
Take care now.
Bueno, pues ya está.
I wish we had a bloody army. This place gives me the creeps.
Bueno, voy a enseñaros a ver si me sale cómo conseguir protección contra las sombras. Yo creo que es lo que vamos a hacer ahora. No, ya para el siguiente vídeo porque me da tiempo. Bueno, en el siguiente vídeo os enseñaré cómo sacar la protección contra las sombras. Voy a salvar aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente.
It'll need to.